Drake fans, don't cry. But your boy's been exposed again. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion with your guy Oleezeh. Don't forget to subscribe. So, another reference track for Drake has been leaked. The song is Mob Ties off his Scorpion album. It's been making its rounds online. A version of the song with the rapper Vori, who was kind of linked with Dream Chasers, and has done a lot of writing for other artists such as Bryson Tiller. But this one has pretty much the same lyrics, and there's a few changes in there, but generally this is the Mob Ties song that was on Drake's Scorpion album. And it's just another L for Drake, especially coming after losing to Kendrick Lamar in probably the biggest rap beef for a very long time. Now obviously we know Drake, this isn't the first time a reference track has leaked. And we all know rappers, they do this nowadays. They have other people write reference tracks. If you're a traditionalist hip hop fan, this will bother you, because how can you be the guy on top in hip hop, rap music, and we're just hearing too many people are writing for you? It's just not a good look. Obviously the Drake fans are wiping the tears off their cheeks. One fan on Twitter said, wait a goddamn minute. You telling me Drake had a ghostwriter on Mob Ties? So you're telling me he ain't write Louis bags in exchange for body bags? Say it ain't so. I'm a Drake fan, but nah gang, this nasty work. Yeah man, it is true. Another person said this, how could you ever write these wrongs when you don't even write your songs? At Pusha T. Damn Drake, Pusha was telling us this and we didn't want to believe it. But now, it's slowly becoming more and more true. This Mob Ties reference hurts, with a crying emoji. Drake is breaking hearts out here, people. You got mothers, children, grown men crying. But when you deep it and when you really think about it, that song was very out of place for Drake. Mob Ties, look at the lyrics he was spitting. That's probably why I didn't personally like it, because I just couldn't hear. It didn't make sense to me that a rapper like Drake, who sings and is obviously a soft kind of guy, is talking about mob ties and gangster stuff. It just didn't make sense. And now we know why it doesn't make sense. He didn't write it. Not one little bit. Now, does this mean Drake is not a real rapper, a real MC, or be regarded as one of the best? A rapper dropping a bar or two, maybe doing the chorus, we can let that slide. That's normal practice. You know, you're all in the studio, you all can rhyme, somebody might give somebody a line or two. This is a different thing, man. This is a whole track. I remember when 50 Cent wrote like 5 or 6 songs on Game's first album, and basically right in the chorus, if you can just rap, period, you should be able to make a song, because the chorus is done. It's like almost like the song is kind of done for you. So this Drake stuff is even worse, because he's got the chorus and he's got the verses done as well. So it's like he's just basically Milli Vanilli in this whole situation, man. And another point is, would we have accepted this if Nas or Jay-Z at the time had reference tracks leaked online or on the street at the time? That would have defeated a lot of the respect that you give these guys, because it's their pen game. We're now at a stage where we don't even know what Drake wrote and what he didn't write. You could talk about some of his biggest songs. There's a clip going around on Twitter where I think it's LeBron James is saying his best song was Mob Ties, and Drake that like nodding like yeah, I wrote that. No you didn't, boy. No you didn't. And I think that's the issue with Drake. I mean, ever since the first reference track that was exposed back in the day, that cloud of deception always been over Drake's head. What songs does he write? Does he write? Initially you're like, okay, yeah, he writes, but he's got a couple reference tracks that people have done for him. But when you hear 1 or 2, now you've got, I think there's been about 4 leaked now, and that's the ones we've heard. He might have this for every single song on his album. And that's a good question. Would that even change your perception of Drake if you found out there's like 3/4 of his albums are reference tracks? Even if he changes a bit of the verse, that's way too much. Now, I'm not saying I'm the biggest Drake fan, but I was never the biggest Drake fan. This is definitely the most trying and testing part of his career. He unanimously lost ferociously lost to Kendrick Lamar. You got Metro Boomin playing this BBL Drizzy song, competition for people doing freestyles. It's really blowing up. Drake kind of did a song on that beat. I guess he's trying to be clever with that. I didn't really like it. And now you got another reference track leaking, and it's not just like the chorus, it's the verse as well. Don't get me twisted, Drake still a big artist. If he drops an album, drops a song, it will still be the number one. He's still outselling everybody, maybe except for Taylor Swift, I don't know. But he definitely has had a few L's. This is definitely another L, and no doubt the fact that he doesn't write is going to leave a big question mark on his legacy overall whenever he decides to stop rapping. Pop fans will always like him, but true hip-hop fans cannot respect a guy that you have to question if he even writes his material. But that's just my opinion, people. I want to know yours. Leave a comment below, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode. Daily content on this channel. This is Fresh Hip Hop Opinion. Peace and love.